beauty on a budget, and a video that I'm really chuffed about doing. It's the first video that my friend Gail from Random Life Productions would like to do. We want to do some collabs together. Some of them will be like this, where I'll put mine up, she'll put hers up, but we're coming from the different directions about the one subject. Or some of them will be when we are together and sitting side by side. So it will be a regular thing. I can't say how often, but it's something we wanted to do. And I was really keen to do it because we're both mature, although I'm a lot more mature. So I'm in my 60s and Gail is in her 50s. Gail and I come from very different lifestyles, really. Her lifestyle is very different to mine. A lot of our interests and our passions are different. I'm very much for makeup and beauty and all things that entails, and Gail is very technically minded. She's amazing with photography and her passion to want to grow and make better films and better film quality, and it's a real passion, and she's very, very good at it. She's very, very good at it. So we come from different places like that. We also come from I come from the East End of London, which was, I'm a true Cockney, as I've said before. I come from within the sound of Bow Bells, so I am a true Cockney. Gail comes from Wales, a beautiful place in Wales, picturesque, beautiful scenery. So we've you know, born and brought up in completely different places, and yet we agree on so much. I think it comes down to the fact that our morals and our scruples and our principles are the same. And I think that's why we get on so much. And we really get on very much. But what we wanted to do was bring you some videos with life's ideas and changes and thoughts about getting older, maturing, and our channels and so forth. And we wanted to bring them in from both our points of view. Because we are different, and yet in a lot of ways we're the same. And again, as I've said in many, many other videos, the answer is respect. She respects me, I respect her. So we just wanted to bring that to you. If you've been thinking about it for a while, so that's enough of me muttering on. So this is the first of those videos. These ones we're doing separately, but Gail will put hers up at the same time as mine. So please go along and see Gail. I will leave her link below. I'm sure if you know me, you know Gail. You've seen her in many of my videos, and you'll love her, you will. She's a lovely, crazy, big-hearted woman, and I love her bit to bit. So let's start. So number one for me would be to don't think, I never think I'm 64, and I am 64 in a couple of weeks. I don't think about being 64. I also don't do anything to purposely make me look 34 or want to look 34, because I couldn't if I tried. I want to be the best 64-year-old I can be. I want to be, because I'm 64, that's all there is to it. Whatever I do to my face, whatever procedure I had, whatever diet I was on, I am going to be 64 in a couple of weeks. So I want to be the best 64. And that's a big suggestion or advice I would give anyone, is to be happy in what you've got, but to be happy at that age, but be the best of that age that you can be. To not think, well, I'm 64 now, so it's time to do this or that or this. Be what you want to be who you want to be, and don't let a number dictate that to you. Don't have that mindset. As I said, it's only advice, only my advice. Don't have that mindset of, okay, that's it now, I'm 64, or, you know, oh, I must go out and buy this and have this done or that done or whatever. Be the best you can, but be happy with that. Be happy with that. That's what I would say number one for me is. That's what I try to do anyway. Number two, I would say, and as I said to you, Gail and I come from different backgrounds. And financially, things are harder for me because of what's happened to me in my life and how my life, and this is not a woe story, believe me, about how my life has gone. But I would say, especially as we get older, don't live above your means. Am I tempted? Oh yes. Oh yes. Particularly because I do love the beauty products. I love clothes. I love everything that entails. It would be very easy for me to live beyond my means. It would be very easy for me to run up debt for new clothes or for high-end makeup or, you know, things that I wanted, things that I loved. It would be very, very easy for me. But there's a price to that. There's a price to that. Because as I get older and, you know, steadily get older and older, depressing, as I steadily get older and older, I don't want to take and be paying back money for years and years to come into my old age. I don't want that to happen. I would say, however tempted you are, live by your means. Live by, be happy, be contented with what you have. Is that easy? No, no. There's lots of things that I'd love to buy. You know what I'm like with makeup. You know, I mean, I could do £500 a week and not blink an eyelid. I love it, but I don't, because I know I would have to either get a loan or borrow or run up a debt. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because 10 years down the line, please God, I'm still around and happy and healthier. I don't want that round my neck. I don't want that round my neck. So I don't live above my means. And that's what I would suggest for anybody. Ever tempted you are and ever much you like these things, unless you can afford them, don't get them. That's just my advice. Number three is, it's going back really to being the best person you can be. Accepting what you are. I have to accept that I have certain ailments. I have certain things that prevent me from doing a lot of things. But it doesn't make me come to a full stop. There are things I can do. Be determined. If you need to change your diet, change your diet. If you need to change your lifestyle, change your lifestyle. Don't allow yourself to become something just because you're of a certain age. Sometimes change is needed. I know with me, change was needed. And keep your horizons open. Keep your mind open to new things, to new possibilities, to new hobbies, new friends. And sometimes change is needed. I'm trying to exercise a little bit. And it is a little bit. And it's probably pathetic to what some people can do. But I'm trying to do that a little at a time. And for me, it's great. It's a huge, you know, goal. And it's a huge achievement to do the little bit of things that I do. Because, you know, a lot of the time with the things I have, it's hard. And I have to discipline myself and make myself do things. But the payoff is so good. So sometimes you have to take action. That's what I think I mean. Take action and, you know, get a new hobby, change your lifestyle, change your diet. Just anything that makes you feel better. I think it's take action and don't give up. Don't give up. It is hard. It's especially hard if you're, you're suffering with illnesses, if you have limited budget, if, and life can be a struggle. I know that. I really know that. But don't give up and never think, woe is me. Now I'm talking about the sort of illnesses that I have, or a lot of people, a lot of us ladies and men suffer from. I'm not talking about someone that is dealing with a life-threatening illness, or someone that is dealing with a terminal illness, or someone that is dealing with bereavement from, because I know what that can do to you, and it's, nobody has a right, certainly not me, nobody has a right to say to you, then change your lifestyle, pull your socks up, get yourself sorted. No one has the right to say that, because you can't. If those devastating things are happening to you, you can't. I know that. And I'm not coming from that angle or that point of view. I'm coming from someone that's maybe got in a rut, because that's easy, been there, done that. To just look at yourself and think, what can I do? What can I do to improve myself? I can go to the doctors, I can get another tablet, I can get something else to cure this, or can I try and do something myself? What can I do? Research. Look, what can I do for self-improvement? That's what I would say. No self-pity. Have, if you don't like it, change it. That's what I would say. Number 4. For me, age doesn't necessarily mean you know best. Yes, you've lived a longer life, but it doesn't always give you wisdom. Sometimes, younger people know better than you do. And I've often been kind of pig-headed, flip of a kid, what do they know? But, sometimes it's right. Age isn't always give you the most wisdom. So respect and accept that. And if you have a young doctor, or you're being dealt with by a young nurse, or a young hairdresser, or a young, anybody, someone that's dealing with your face, or someone that's doing diet, or someone that's, anything that you go to, or you're looking for, respect that sometimes you don't know best. Sometimes that slip of a kid knows better than you do. So don't go down what do they know? I've lived so much longer and I know so much better. Don't go down that road, because it's not always true. I know it's not always true for me. And last, and definitely not least, is to count your blessings. For all the things that I've had, for all the things that, and I've come a journey in my life. I have come a journey. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God to bring me where I am now. I'm so grateful for my family, for my husband, for my grandchildren, for the fact that I wake up in the morning, for that fact that I have friends both online and in life, for that fact that I can speak, that I can still walk, that there are so many things that I am so grateful that God has given me. Is there other things that I'd like? Yes, I could spend my life concentrating on those. Again, I'm not coming from a perspective of someone that is dealing with something enormous. I'm not. I'm coming from an everyday, mature woman that's dealing with all the things you deal with as you get older and, you know, aging problems. But I'm not coming from a perspective of someone that's dealing with something, as I said, either a terminal illness or bereavement or some huge lifestyle, you know, awful thing. I'm not coming from that. So when I say count your blessings, I'm not saying it to those people, because that's something that I've dealt with, and I know how hard that is. Believe me, I know how hard that is. So I am just, as I said, talking from someone that's coming from a mature woman that fights all the things that aging brings us, really. But to count your blessings. You know, I could have a life that is so much worse than the one I've got. I've got a good husband. He's my best friend. He's a good man. Is he perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. Does he ever drive me nuts? Yes. Do I ever drive him nuts? Yes. But he's a good man. And the basics of it, he's a good man. And that's it. So the other imperfections and idiosyncrasies, I hope he overlooks. As I hope he overlooks mine. My children, do I ever look? And back to the mother knowing best thing again. Do I ever think, oh no, don't do it like this, don't do it like that, blah, 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 blah. But they're good kids. Whatever I've done in my life, I did a good job. I've got good kids, and their priorities are right, and they're decent, and they've got good morals, good values, good principles, and I'm well. I thank God for my children. I thank God for my family and my friends. I have some good friends. I have some friends that I know, and you know who you are too, that I could pick the phone up 3 o'clock in the morning and cry my eyes out. And I know they'd be there. I know they'd get up, make themselves a drink and sit and listen to me. And if possible, they would take the journey and get here. I know that. I have friends like that. You know who you are. And I thank God for that every single day. Every day. I feel I have what matters. I can't buy expensive things. I'd like to have a little bit more money so that I could be a little bit more comfortable in things. But you know, I've got the important things. I count my blessings and I thank God for them every single day. So that would be my number 5 tip for other mature women. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I haven't rambled on too much. I probably have. Please go over and see Gails. The next one we do, I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but the next one we do, we will probably do together. And if any of you ever seen Gail and me together, you know that it doesn't always go smooth. And we bounce off of each other, and I'm sure it will be enjoyable. So I will see you again in my next video. Please go and have a look at Gails. You take care of yourself, and thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye now. Bye.